What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the NFC North Roundtable, where we will be giving our game previews for Week 3 football for those who want to know. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an exciting one because we got some good football being played within the division. The Green Bay Packers have a newfound hope. The Chicago Bears feel like they're going to put it together. The Detroit Lions are going to figure it out. And the Minnesota Vikings looking to tell the whole league that they're Super Bowl bound. Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. These are interesting times in the NFC North, but we are going to dive into this week's game. Before we do, we want you to know that this stream is being powered by BetUS. Receive a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit using code YouTube150. Again, that is code YouTube150. They also give you 125% bonus on your following 2 deposits as well. Get in the action. The weekly games are up and ready to be played. As you can see, the Chicago Bears are +1. The Minnesota Vikings are also +1 right now. The Green Bay Packers are +1, and the Detroit Lions are -3. So if you want to get on any of those lines, go ahead to BetUS and take advantage of the opportunity, all right? Well, we're going to get into the game previews real quick. We got a lot to discuss. We are going to start out with the Green Bay Packers on the road versus the Tennessee Titans. Let's hear from Dion. What are your thoughts in this game, and what is your score prediction?
Yeah, I mean, well, it stops and starts with Jordan Love for me on this one, and I shouldn't say that too confidently because last week I was completely off. So in fairness, Malik Willis got the job done, but to me it does, and I think it seems like it's going to be positive with Jordan Love. But with that being said, the Tennessee Titans have just looked ugly for me this season. I mean, they have a lot of nice things on paper, but then when I watch them, I just don't buy into really anything that's happening over there offensively. And I don't even put it all on Will Levis. I just don't buy in everything that they're doing offensively. Defensively, they have some nice pieces as well, but I just think when you look at what LaFleur has done, even if Malik Willis is out there, it's like he wants to prove people wrong in terms of what he's doing schematically. Like he just wants to show people, like, hey, this is what I'm about. So I love what they did this last week, and I do think that Green Bay, if there is kind of like one underlying story, as bad as Anthony Richardson was, it's that defense is solid in the back end, man. I always buy into that defense just being sound in the back end as a Lions fan, that you're going to have to deal with that and that they can take the football away. And I just think against Will Levis, how messy that's looked, they're going to get a couple takeaways in this game. It just feels like such a safe bet to assume a couple of turnovers, and that could be the difference in this one. If Jordan Love's not playing, I could see a crazy world in which Tennessee wins this football game. However, I'm going to say that I think he does, and because of that, I think they'll get a couple turnovers that swings this game. So I'll take the Packers. I don't think it has to be super pretty, but I'll take them 24-17, win by a touchdown.
24-17, Green Bay goes 2-1. Interesting. What about you, One Bar?
I'll just start it off by saying if Jordan Love plays, they're going to win. That's easy. I'm going to go into this saying that maybe he doesn't. I think they should keep him for the Vikings next week, but we'll see what happens. But overall, the Packers' best player they have on the field this Sunday is going to be Will Levis. I mean, Will Levis, the dude, some of that stuff he's doing is absolutely insane. You're going against Will Levis, you're going to win the game. I don't care if Malik Willis is. I mean, this is Malik Willis's big revenge game. Let's go, baby. So, like, Will Levis is going to do something stupid. He's going to give them at least one touchdown on defense. And the only hope that the Tennessee Titans have is if they decide to say, screw it, we're just going to run the ball every single play, and they do the Pollard Spears thing. The Packers, they gave up a ton of yards last week to the Colts. That's their only chance. But I got Green Bay winning regardless. I got like 17-6. I don't see Malik Willis coming out and throwing it 20 times. I think if he plays, they kind of do the same thing they did last week. So I think the Packers should walk away with the dub.
You said 17-6?
Yep.
Wow. All right, Nick, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, like it really depends on Jordan Love. That's what kind of the message I'm hearing. It really depends on just how that offensive line can hold up. I mean, Tennessee does have a really tough defensive line. I know that all too well because we played him 2 weeks ago. And Will Levis will be the reason why Green Bay wins this game. Malik Willis, he is going to have his revenge game. He's not Jordan Love, but Jordan Love, I don't know how mobile he's going to be, even if he does play. And if that Tennessee defense gets after him, it's not going to be a pretty day. So I think that if Jordan Love plays, there's a better chance, but Malik Willis, if he plays, the Tennessee Titans are going to win this game. They're a much better run defense than what they did last week against the Colts. They couldn't put up a ton of points against that Colts defense, even though they're much worse than the Tennessee Titans, in my personal opinion. And the Titans don't want to obviously go 0-3. They're at home too in Nashville. I got the Titans winning this game 17-13.
17-13, Bass. Man, the Titans getting the victory. Tell him why he's wrong, Bass, or right. What's your thoughts?
I was getting ready to be like, oh, all three you got the Packers win. I was about to be hyped, but you guys, you'll learn when you learn. It's fine. But Malik Willis, man, if he's playing, I'm still confident. I'm still confident in the Green Bay Packers. I think Matt LaFleur showed he can scheme pretty much anything for whether it's Jordan Love and Malik Willis. And I think even if it's Jordan Love, they're gonna have a similar scheme. Get the ball out of his hands quicker. Don't let him get hit back there. And the Packers, Dion, you guys said it best. They've been really good at taking away the football. They have had 5 interceptions. They lead the league in that so far. They had 7 all of last year. So it's completely changed with the new Jeff Hafley scheme. Obviously, Will Levis, as you guys said it, done some questionable things, to say the least. So I think he's going to throw a couple to the Packers. And more importantly, I think they can get the pass rush going. Their right tackle, Petit Frere, has allowed 11 pressures so far, league lead, and that's the side Rashawn Gary lines up on. So I think the Packers defense gets it done again. They can run the ball again. The Titans defense, sure, looks a little better, but they also played the Chicago Bears offense, so that factors into that stat. With Love, I got 28-14. If it's Willis, I got 17-14. Either way, they get the dub here.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Green Bay, good luck this week, because I will say this: this is a victory you definitely want to get to feel good about moving forward. Let's go to the Chicago Bears on the road versus the Indianapolis Colts. Bash, we're going to start right back with you. How do you feel about this, and what's your score prediction?
I think it's going to come down to the turnover battle. Clearly, the Packers won it against the Colts. And then also, if the Bears can finally establish the run game and try to at least protect Caleb Williams. The Colts are going to be without, I believe, DeForest Buckner, right? I think he got put on IR. The Colts also have the worst run defense, so it's like they should be able to get things going with DeAndre Swift. The Bears, like I said, haven't really established a run game yet. Caleb Williams, I believe, leads them in rushing yards this year, or at least he did last game. But I still think I think the Colts come out with a win here, 20-17.
All right, 20-17. The Colts beat the Bears. Dion, what do you got on this one?
Man, Look, I'll say this, man. After that Packers game, if there's one thing, that linebacker room for the Colts looks like a mess. And if I'm the Bears, I'm saying I'm putting those guys in the mix all the time. We're struggling with our offensive line. Either we find the run game or we make those guys look at something, whether that's misdirection, all the RPO game. We're going to get these guys involved because they're going to be prone to making mistakes, and that's how we're going to make this thing easy for Caleb. That being said, though, this feels weird, TD, because as much as I like this defense for the Bears, this is the kind of quarterback that can just do some crazy things off script. That's like, yeah, you were in the right spot, right? You should stop this offense. However, he just went off script and did some wild things. I'm going to take the Colts in this one, too. I'm a little surprised. I'm taking the Colts in this one. I'll go 16-13 Colts.
16-13 Colts. Man, y'all are loving the Colts in this one. One bar, what do you got on this one?
We'll see what young quarterback who has been struggling steps up and actually has a game. The Bears need to run the ball on every play. Like I said, the Colts are giving up a ton of yards on the ground. This is the chance. We'll see if how actually bad the Bears are, or if they can get something going. So it's kind of a matchup of two very desperate teams right now. We'll see what happens. Richardson, it's weird. I just feel like maybe he just comes out and just has a fantastic game against a very good defense. But I'm gonna. If I could say 3-0, but I'll say 10-6, 10-6, and I'm going to say the Colts win.
Man, Nick, the disrespect is real, and I know you're not going to stand for it. Talk to us, man.
Absolutely not, TD. Bears are winning this game 28-10. That's all I got to say.
Hey,
Clipped.
No. Hang on. Let me back it up a little bit. No, I think that, the Colts have the worst run defense in the NFL right now. The Bears need a game where they're going to break it out. Shane Waldron knows that. Chris Morgan knows that. Matt Eberflus definitely knows that. So I think they're going to be running up the gut a ton. DeForest Buckner and Leatu are apparently out. Well, for DeVorest Buckner for sure. Latu is apparently going to be out this game. He hasn't practiced so far this week. So all things looking good there from a Bears advantage standpoint. Caleb Williams is going to hopefully get things going. We talked about it earlier this week. Roma Dunze needs to have a big game, but I feel like the Bears are just going to do anything they can, passing it over the middle, Cole Kmet, and getting this offense going. Defense, they are looking really solid so far. Anthony Richardson's throwing up some questionable stuff too. And as long as they can stop Jonathan Taylor, I got the Bears winning this one 28-10.
All right, 28-10. If they can stop Jonathan Taylor, will they?
Yeah, I think so. Javon Dexter Sr. and Andrew Billings are in top 10 the defensive tackles right now. Montez Sweat and Darrell Taylor look really solid so far.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move forward. We have the Detroit Lions versus the Arizona Cardinals midday game. Lions on the road, Cardinals red hot right now. Man, what a battle this one's going to be. Let's start with one bar. What do you see happening in this one in your score prediction?
Yeah, Cardinals just put a whooping on the Rams. A Rams team that the Lions only beat by 6. I'm very confused right now when it comes to the Cardinals, and they kept it close with the Bills in Week 1 too. Baker getting after it last week with his legs. We know Kyler Murray is going to top that, so that is definitely going to be an issue. Lions are having issues scoring in the red zone. Cardinals are having issues stopping teams when they get in the red zone, so that's a win for the Lions. Marvin Harrison Jr., James Conner, they're having a very good start to the season. I think the Cardinals actually have a legit shot. The Lions, run the damn ball. Run the ball. Don't let Jared Goff throw it 55 times. Don't let him throw it 25 times. I got the Lions winning 20-17.
All right, 20-17. Let's go to Nick. What do you have on this one?
Man, that Cardinals team at home, red hot. That Rams game, I was blown away by. And the Cardinals, I had them as a win on my schedule earlier this year. Now they're looking like a tough team. So I know it's early. Maybe the defenses will figure them out. Dan Campbell's a really good coach. And if Aiden Hutchinson can do it again what he did this past week, I think that the Lions are going to win this game 21-14.
21-14 Lions. Bass, what do you have on it?
Yeah, man, this Arizona Cardinals team, definitely interesting. 41-10 last week, and like you guys said, keeping it close with the Bills. But I still believe in the Detroit Lions. I think that last week wasn't a testament to who they are as a football team. It's a shaky start for sure, but I see a bounce back here by Detroit. And one bar, you said it best, is run the ball. Literally just run the ball. The Cardinals have the 9th worst rushing defense in terms of stopping the run, so simply run the ball. Don't allow Goff to pass it 55 times, so he can also then, in turn, protect the football. I got the Lions winning 35-28.
All right, Dion, the Bears got no love, but you're getting all the love with the Lions. So what are you seeing this in your score prediction?
No, man, here's the thing. I'm more in line with Bass. Kyler Murray played awesome last week. Marvin Harrison came to life last week. They're loaded with weapons on that team, and he made so many things happen off script. Or for me, after seeing Baker last week, it's like if the one thing that could concern me, that's that, and that's how he just made a living last week. And then also on the flip side, Budda Baker, for whatever reason, that safety concerns me, man. He's just so good against the run. He's all over the place. But for me, I think this is an opportunity to put some points back on the board in this one, be better in the red zone, as one bar pointed out, and just find more consistency against a young back end. They've gotten guys to produce at a pretty high level where they're always up and down in their career, and they're all producing pretty well with Jonathan Gannon, but I think our offense kind of steps it up and they just look more fluid this week. I'll go 30-20 Lions win on the road. You're muted, TD.
30-20 Lions win. Have the Lions put up 30 yet this season?
No.
Okay. All right, man. Well, this should be the week. All right, let's go with the Vikings versus the Texans. We're going to start with Bass on this one. Give me your take.
Okay, so, it's a great start for Minnesota through the first 2 weeks, and I know we keep saying, let's see what they do against the Texans, and, like one bar said on Wednesday, well, they just did it against the 49ers, and I still think they're going to come down back to earth a little bit in this game, and I'm riding for the Vikings, honestly. I loved this start from Sam Darnold. I loved seeing them beat the 49ers last week. I think we all did. But, the Texans have a great defense. It's going to be a defensive battle, in my opinion. 7th rush defense. I think it's going to be a great matchup overall. The Vikings are pretty banged up as well. Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones limited. Addison, O'Neal, and Turner did not participate on Wednesday, so we'll see how that all works out. I have Houston winning 17-14.
17-14. Thanks so much for coming through, Bass. We'll see you later, man. Nick, give me your take on this game.
Man, just seeing how the Texans, their defense is legit, man. There's no denial of that. If they can get a lot of pressure on Darnold, it might be a long day for the Vikings. But also, CJ hasn't really had that breakout game yet. He didn't do much against them. I mean, he did enough to beat the Bears. Not like his crazy game, but that Minnesota defense still pretty darn tough. I think it's going to be a nail biter, in my opinion. It's going to come down to a field goal, but I got the Texans winning this game 20-17.
My, oh my. Thanks for coming through, Nick. We appreciate it. Dion, what are your takeaways in this game?
Yeah, I'm in with Bass on this one. This feels like the one where it's like, okay, these things were really good. I thought they matched up really well, with San Francisco, and I love what they did in that one. I just think that Houston takes care of the ball. I don't think Houston's going to give you the game, and that's the problem. Is CJ Stroud won't give it to you. You're going to have to go and find a way to take it. They could. They absolutely could, because Houston doesn't run the ball well. I think you know exactly what Houston is, what they're good at, and what they're not so good at. It's just, do they have enough pieces? Do they have enough answers for guys like Nico Collins, who absolutely, did work last week? And I don't think that they have enough for this one. I think they can keep it relatively interesting. I just don't think they have enough. I'll go 26-19. Let's go with a crazy score here. I'll take the Texans.
Oh, man. All right. Well, everybody looks like they're going against you, one bar. Talk to us. How do you feel about this one and why? In your score,
everybody's picking against the Vikings all year. We'll take it. We just beat the Niners. I mean, the Texans have beaten the Bears and who they play, the Colts, by a total of 8 points this year. We'll see. I mean, the Texans are a very good team, and I do think they're a little bit better than the 49ers. It's going to be coaches against coaches. It's defenses against defense. It's going to be great. CJ Stroud, yeah, we're going to have to take the ball, but I think they will take the ball. Brian Flores is just set up to absolutely crush these guys. And by crush them, I mean, maybe we win by one. But my biggest issue is Nico Collins. Dion, you said it. Nico Collins terrifies me. What is imperative for the Vikings, we got to get the run game going. Something that nobody really has done against the Texans this year. If we can't get the run game going, we're going to be in trouble. But we've been doing pretty damn well on the ground. And Sam Darnold, the dude has proven he hasn't been rattled. So I actually got the Vikings. Vikings are winning. I'm not picking against the Vikings till they get that L, if and when that might come. So I got the Vikings 20-17, going 3-0.
20-17, going 3-0. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your NFC North Roundtable previews. All right. Make sure that you hit that like button on your way in and out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And remember, this stream is being powered by BetUS. Receive a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, and 2 deposits after, you'll get 125%. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. Thank you for tuning in. We love you all. We'll see you. Good luck this week.